we're not going to have Phoenix on Corrode. But as we have a look at Agent Select, okay, so they're playing pretty much what they were playing in the off-season. So there are tapes on this from when they played it in Project Blender previously. They only played it the once, but I believe it was this composition.
Very similar to the split composition here from KC. The idea being that the Teo and Fade is going to be able to set up Teo, Fade, you got Astra Util, Omen Util. You got a lot of Util here for 11 to go in on that waylay. And so basically 11 is the focus here completely. Heretics side, very interesting. A Brimstone on Corrode. So the one thing I'm looking at here is no Astra. I think this is egregious not to play Astra. Like there's no gravity well to disrupt this waylay at all. So I think that KC are going to have a very good time with these XX on attack side.
Yeah, I think so. And I didn't even get to see who was playing the Teho on Team Heretics there. Was it Rians?
That's a good question.
I didn't get to see that. But yeah, I think looking at that composition, they both have quite interesting and different approaches coming into this one.
Yeah, we're ready to also head into the final map of this series. It is do or die for both of these rosters, as both KC and Heretics are now on this final map in the lower bracket. Who's going to continue their kickoff run? We're going to find out as we're heading into it with our casters, Benzi and Hypog.
Yeah, this is an elimination game. We have to remind ourselves it's gone to the third map here. Now, I kind of like what they ended on there in the fact that there's not much to really stop this waylay. We don't see that Astra that's been really hard to break past. So where do you see the difference being made?
I mean, this is just a question mark, though, with, I guess, the overall ethos, what we saw attacking on Split previously. We were talking about Levin's falling a little flat, to be honest.
Yeah.
A huge opportunity. I think the comp here obviously enables him to really succeed. It's kind of front heavy, being that you've obviously got the Astra and the Omen here. So yeah, this kind of lives and dies by 11, to be honest with you. On the side of KC.
Yeah, I'm with you in that, and I see it. Do you have a similar thought for Heretics? Is there something that you see as such a clear win con for them, or just
come back being on the jet?
Fair play.
To be honest, and being able to withstand it potentially here in terms of the defensive half.
That is a lot of presence in middle. Levin's got a lot of freedom to walk up. I don't think he's going to expect this many people in connector, however. Even I don't, but he's been able to get so deep on this. Surely that's already a bit of a red flag, being able to get this free this far. And I mean, Woot's found too. It's a topsy-turvy round. I don't know quite what's happening. But Heretics coming out on top in almost every engagement.
Yeah, Heretics been drilling their pistols, obviously.
Yeah.
Another heavy stack on a pistol round here. Come back. Chance there to find it. Arvez actually gets away without taking a tag. But next issue being the spike.
Yeah, that's a lot
Boo just reminded us.
Spike. Now, what are the odds for this one for Arvez? Not good.
Not great.
Not great.
I'll be honest.
40 seconds. Let's see what you can do here. Arvez? I think they know that corner. Yes, very aware. Rien's waiting for that one. And Heretics, as you said, though, drilling kind of down in some of these. They've got like plans made. They look quite decisive.
Looks maybe a little unorthodox, but here, knowing that they can concede the site, maybe just almost expecting it just to be Sugetsu in that sort of situation, and it being a little more top-heavy from the side of KC, but well navigated. Themselves off to a 1-0 lead here on the decider.
It's good stuff.
Nothing invested here from KC.
Launching smoke.
Back on the hunt though.
I have the spike.
That's not bad. Gonna see some more information as well. So for KC, you're looking at kind of silver lining more than anything. And Benji
Toxins
doesn't
going up.
SMG if they do push up. Shows you trying to catch your timing on this. Again, they've slipped through this angle a couple of times here, but again, the weaponry just not in the position to complement it.
Toxin screen down.
Forced off initially, fortunately. Rien's still here. We'll send the Prowler in, so confirmation that nobody's made it any deeper.
I'm going to read this reclear, honestly, because of that Prowler that went in. Benji going to try and shoulder up first, though, take the angle, and they've done, yeah, he's done really well on this.
Down.
Not two-faced. Oh,
One enemy
I was
remaining.
complimentary a little too early, but that's fine. He's all good. He's still alive. And just Levin. Might be able to make it a bit costly. They probably quite like to keep that bulldog, but they don't lose anyone else.
Yeah, I mean, it was
30
well invested,
seconds
it
left.
being just the one pistol from Rienz. Again, with Levin down at 30 HP. Nothing really for him to do about this. Will just cycle the Bulldog away. Go and give his life. In trade of a point towards the ultimate. 2-0, 4 standing. Clean start here for Heretics.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that. Get the ground underneath them, get a good build started. Start to look at the ults as well. You're going to have Wu pretty close by early on. Benji's doing well, obviously, in this round, getting 2 kills too. I thought he might have been on for the third. I think he did as well until 2 bullets happened.
One spike down.
But luckily, Rienz near enough by. So all in all, Heretics good start. It's not the pistols that worry me, it's everything else. Now we get to see
I was
it.
going to say, yeah, come back in. We've got a weird overlap in terms of this bonus conversion for Heretics.
I guess really the only danger man, if you want to look at it weaponry-wise, because he has at least a Bulldog. Everyone else still a little bit here, there, and everywhere. So Heretics might take a chance, take a gamble, go for something a little bit weird.
Bring them down.
Not be the...
Big investment towards mid here, with nothing on the other side of it for KC. Obviously, we'll get some sound cues there on the drone from Arvez, but nothing concrete.
You basically had contact on both sides of the map.
Find you.
Hard to fully read into.
But Heretics, I mean, sticking to their guns here. Still 3 semi-committed towards mid, and Benji now repositioned towards A.
Got to be careful getting caught on that smoke drop. This is going to be the fight for middle. Rien's already going to do insane damage, taking down Arvez. Levin then just going to try and get involved. Spots out 2 good information relayed here. Rien's almost on for it.
Toxin
Never
screen
lucky
down.
to get away there, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. 30 seconds left. Really want KC to start making some moves here.
Ooh, and that's not
30
clean.
seconds left.
Yeah, this is starting to get worrying. Rien's actually just skipping through. I don't know how he's alive. This round is bizarre. We're at 20 seconds, and it's all gone weird.
Spike down.
KC looking a little lost in the sauce, but Dozier trying to do what he does, but can only get 1 this time.
Player
Benji.
Benji.
Dirty work from him
10
to find
seconds left.
Sugetsu as well. And KC, unfortunately, just letting this one pass them by, Lauren.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like this really late habit of playing these rounds so late. It is what it is, but for Heretics, they'll be loving it. 3 rifles. They've done really well in middle to kind of stake that claim, not give it out for free, play around it.
It looked like Heretics were going to play themselves in some really awkward space. But again, just getting caught at this choke.
One enemy remaining.
Sugetsu, one of the most tilted situations. Just
standing.
painting a silhouette around him.
Come on,
Nasty.
guys.
Yeah, bonus
gotta
conversion
dig
here.
in.
Come back at an opportunity to apply even further pressure here. Well, wrong place this time around. Levin trying to posture up here with the hero rifle. Sheriff's across the board elsewhere, so they can try and work a pick. Rienz does catch a glimpse there in mid.
Face your fear.
Okay, Pacey trying to maybe speed this up. Wu with a stunning double. Quick catch for Boo. KC, look. I don't know, like
But dare I say it, back to the point where, at least early on here, inability to get something going on the attack. Clean 4-round start here for Heretics.
And is this where we bring up that conversation back about shaders? Because we've seen how good it can be on Abyss, which clearly feels high up in their pool, right? This is something they're really happy with, very comfortable. Obviously, Haven wasn't great. It didn't feel nice, you know. Again, maybe compositionally, it didn't quite land. But here, technically, the comp should be quite good. I don't think I can put it on that. So I look back to that leadership, how they want to approach this, how they want to problem solve this. They haven't quite had that solution yet.
Yeah, I guess it will be answered if we see much of the second half in terms of that massive imbalance again in terms of the overall approach for KC. Levin at least not looking to slow down here in round 5. Way more active here in the early round. Now we'll post up. Again, when you talk about being one-dimensional, there's nothing else happening whilst Levin is positioned here. And this is the sort of downtime we want to see KC make moves.
Yeah, the Prowler's just gone on over towards B, but that's it. I think they're just trying to be slippery, but it's not really causing Heretics to overreact. They're not biting on anything. This has been the re-clear. There it is, and once again, they've got the right read. Comeback will be slowly forced off this, but he can still just reposition on the second layer angle. And you've invested your Prowler already. The Haunt's gone. There's still one more Prowler, I guess, but you've gained nothing. It's 45 seconds, and you're at the starting blocks.
Well, I mean, 45 seconds, you're back to your opening default, effectively a man down.
Toxins going up.
As info there as well. That's Arvez. I don't think he quite saw Doja, but still, you can see the cheat player coming over, right? You've been able to get Rienz on the right side of the map here, who has the ult. KC, this slow approach is doing very little, for me at least. And there's the info. There it is. Rienz now knows. Still has a C, 17 seconds. Crossfire actually might be dismantled. That's a problem if you're going to make a meal out of that one. Then yeah, you can get a plant down.
They'll find themselves 2 to the good here. Come back on an operator. Going to feel pretty awkward for Heretics to find an approach here. Just going to settle for holding their position. Won't be given an exit, but yeah, again, it's not necessarily as if Heretics are on the back foot here.
No.
Wants to get the information at the right time. Not sure of exactly where the util landed, but this B-site hold crumbles on the back of this late hit from KC.
I'm just surprised they lost that fight through connector. It feels like they knew it was coming, and it just... Yeah, fair play. I mean, credit to just maybe hitting the shot, right? Coin flip sort of moment there. I'm a little bit concerned at that one. I want to watch it back here. Yeah, I mean, Doja just hits a great shot, I guess, and then they can just unravel the crossfire. Fair play. It just feels risky, right? It's that 13, 14 seconds.
Yeah, it's not as if Boo's under any pressure from elsewhere here. He kind of takes a massive gamble, actually, swinging onto this.
Yeah, I think that's probably why they're a little frustrated. Kind of did everything right at that point, right? It's like you'd done the hard part. You'd held the map, you know,
I mean, looking at the
perfectly.
minimap, KC are where you want them to be if you're Heretics.
Yeah. Okay, and speaking of a changed comeback, how'd you get that one?
Ridiculous shot. Shados down off rip here. KC immediately put back into recovery mode.
Toxins going up.
No pressure coming towards Benji just yet. Drone will spot here for Wu. They might try to crunch onto that. Arvez trying to slip through though. Benji has conceded a lot of space towards main.
We have seen that elbow position kind of toyed with it, even in the early rounds. Doja was finding a little bit of timing to pressure this. But they've got to be aware they have left the A side completely open. And I think even maybe KC a little bit cautious to fully explore it yet, but they are going to go for this. Smoke up. And it's a bit weird. This whole game feels a bit weird.
Spike
Still some
planted.
util to work with here between Arvez and Dosia in the post, but Heretics one to the good.
And here we go. We're on the trade out. We'll get kind of full
Arvez.
through. Arvez, how's he gone the third in that? So Rienz has got an uphill climb and a half. You got Arvez on a heater on the other side. A little bit of a stack-up setup, but Rienz going to dismantle one part of it. Couldn't quite contain Dosia, leaving Boo in the 1v2. Ooh.
Finds Levin, but Dosia
Yeah, a little sketchy.
on the cleanup. Second on the board here for KC. Again, if we can see similar to what happened in the first half, that is outrageous, by the way.
That's... Man.
I wish I could.
Yeah, you and me both, man. You and me damn well both.
Here's Arvez to really bail KC out here. And again, just talking about Benji, there's a chance to isolate that first player from KC. That's why, again, they look to crunch in mid, but the spacing wasn't ideal for KC.
This is how it
I
ends.
see a set piece here on the back of Arvez. Levin on the dash at Benji!
Nah, this man operates at angles that's just not used to be seen in this game. And Wood trying to keep himself present, forced to fight forward. KC come out swinging. Finally slowed down, but only for a second. KC's pace, they couldn't handle it on the Heretics side. And they found somewhere to exploit. They
Spike
found
planted.
a pressure point to push towards. Boo's gonna be noted on the Prowler. Paranoia in, no one to swing. They've bought time.
Another situation, Comeback has to find something on the operator here. KC rightfully relinquish control of the site. Let's wait for an overstep.
Yeah, super hard to dig these players out as well with that operator, right?
Can't
just incredibly tough trying to work around this utility. Invested, nothing to be done. KC picking up tempo and picking up a round.
Yeah, another turn of pace that looks really good for KC in terms of catching a couple of people off guard. It's see an example here on the back of the ultimates being invested. Levin just shut down immediately by Benji here. Here's Dosia to punish the crucial player in terms of the side hold.
Let's go!
We'll force the timeout here from Heretics. Yeah, we've already seen some frustration coming out from the Heretics coach booth, but again, initially here, some positives certainly to build upon.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, I can't wait for you guys at home to see that stat. I actually almost want to talk about it now a little bit because it kind of alludes to Heretics in general. But this is the first jet pick on Corrode in VCT globally this year. Now, does that indicate to you that they're trying to assimilate Comeback in a comfort role, maybe in a map that could do with something a little bit different? Like, where do you stand on this?
I mean, yeah, at face value, it's you want to put somebody who hasn't necessarily landed on the roster. Okay, cool, let's remove all the noise. Let's put him on the role that he's going to feel most confident on. Again, whether or not we see many examples here in the first half, it's not really as if he needs to do anything here. It's obviously, we've seen him go forwards, but with the way Heretics are playing in terms of these mid-crunches, certainly if he's buying the op, he's not really going to be the person at the front of the pack there. Maybe get a better answer to that in the second half, but I think, yeah, you remove some of the noise in terms of composition discussions for Heretics, and Comeback is the lowest hanging fruit, right? Put him on the jet. Let's clean up some of the other stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. And a big switch up here, though, as well, just seeing this, maybe just because of the round itself, the fact it's Sheriffs and that leftover Vandal with Benji, but he's currently on that B site. I do want to see if KC have answers beyond kind of the A approach that we've seen here. Just because they were exploiting that elbow hold that Benji couldn't hold solo.
I mean, outside of the ults, the B site hit looked better.
I tend to agree. I tend to agree. So let's see how clean this is in this round. I do want to see this dealt with earlier than like 20 seconds. I don't want to see them slowly working the map where they can be caught out by stacks. We've seen the Heretics quite proactive in their positioning here. They're happy to kind of almost patrol the map and try and get the timing right. Boo, cornering this one, he will be the early alert the second any util comes over.
KC anticipating some of this activity on the side of Heretics. Still positioned well in terms of ults here. I mean, Levin, Sugetsu, and Dosia. Down to the 30-second mark, and it's awkward timing if they don't find this entry.
Yeah, I don't know if that sees, maybe hoping that sees a core, or I'm surprised they didn't maybe wait for the site for that one potentially. Could have fallen back a little bit safer, but Boo's fallen. And the odds of this round start to dwindle away even at 13 seconds. Yeah, this one should be planted soon. Oh.
Spike
A
planted.
little bit of a miscalculation, but just maybe trying to pressure onto the plant.
Yeah, again, Benji gonna find Levin here. This is the second string to the bow. All that attention is towards that CT side where the divide is. But here comes the rest of the pack. Arvez gonna handle it well. Where's the others? Where's that counter swing? Where's that pinch? Arvez again, still firing off here. KC, 4 apiece now. It was late. It got a bit sketchy, but they make it out.
Again, even just an adjustment here for Boo's investment. I think maybe just misreading how deep KC have got through the choke point already. 11 delivers here in terms of the entry. Again, something I've still got my eye on this waylay. Arva's getting fired up now. Top of the board for KC. Yep, 4 rounds each here on the decider.
Come back this time. Gonna have a challenger.
Turn the pace once more for KC.
He's kind of committed to this. He might be screwed here. Come back. You didn't decision-making was questionable there. And that's opened up the flood, potentially. Yes, it has. Floodgates fully open. A-site is there for the taking. KC have found something that works for them. And that stopping power from comeback just wasn't good enough.
And certainly an opportunity here, but I guess the question mark or the paranoia that this split's coming through, and maybe his retreat isn't very safe, commits to maybe going 1-for-1.
Yeah, hoping for the best.
So caution zone on the side of KC. Not sure how many different looks Heretics have got in terms of capitalizing off being very active, like I said, in terms of these heavy stacks and re-clearances towards mid. And funds-wise, start to struggle now with this being a 5th on the board for KC. Ultimate here for Benji. Comeback's got the Blade Storm as well.
It's just crazy to me how good KC can look on some of these XX. You know what I mean? Like that early clear, to be fair, Comeback had no chance, really. I think the only chance he had was to run away.
I think that's why he commits to the angle. He's just like, well,
here I am. Yeah, like, look at this.
Best of a bad situation.
Just
like
hoping.
I said, there's a huge question mark behind him in terms of the split as well.
Again, just like the timing, scaling up, really good. Like, this is the thing that's so weird with KC when you watch them regularly, because you're like, this is what you can do, but then we don't always see it. It's such a weird look sometimes, because you can see how good it can line up.
Well, that's the sort of disciplined round you'd expect from a team with Eng behind it, and now Shados leading it in the server.
Now, what's left, though, with Heretics? We have 2 rifles, 2 sheriffs, and well, we've got knives here. Already taking a glance down middle. And KC are happy to play slow, though. We've seen that tempo, happy to be toyed with. They don't have to go fast. See if they can navigate or maybe isolate one of these players in middle. There is support to this.
Need that back.
Not necessarily committed just yet. And maybe a byproduct being Boo and Woot both have rifles here. Benji try and anchor A-side once more. Does have a little bit of support from Rienz. But some of this utility now starting to dry up for Heretics. Leaning into a very heavy stack on 8. Now Boo's been good for a few 3Ks, but here's the fake in. I imagine Dosia.
Yeah.
The regroup here.
This is solid. Boo is one of the 2 players who has a rifle at least, but he can't really fight this alone. So he has to wait for the rotations, wait for everyone to come over. He can try and hold that CT space. Maybe a little worried about the TP still, but should be fine here. Yeah, they are. And Levin going to try and slow it down. Utility in, Levin still fine. Not much of a crossfire to play off. Oh gosh, it's...
I mean, the trade's good.
Yeah, I guess you set up the first stepping stone, but Boo doing really well there as well. The trade's perfect, and now Shados can't do it all. Heretics! Make it work.
Yeah, KC tried to stand their ground again. A backstab from Boo. Didn't even really track that fight all the way through elbow and where he repositioned, but and come back struggling on the entry. But like I said, the trade from Benji, absolutely crucial. So again, you can see there's a little bit of body blocking here where nobody can get onto the angle to help him out. Hey, Woot with the other rifle in this round as well.
Big size.
Big sigh of relief. And a big response to find here in round 10, especially on a...
For the half buy?
Yeah, Rocky purchase, the Blade Storm's there. KC are going to come back in with no ultimates off rip here, but Shados, Arves, and Sugetsu on the horizon.
Here we go. Last time he got smothered with utility. This time, I mean...
pretty similar.
Yeah, it's looking pretty much the same, but he's able to pull back to a new position. Has been revealed, though. It doesn't feel like he's getting much freedom here. Still on an island, the support's on the way, but he's still on his own.
KC are doing so well to pressure come back in some of these rounds where they don't have a confirmation. I think it's that cautious approach, and Util is landing.
And I think seeing it from that perspective makes a big difference here. Levin doubling down on that and wanting to claim Rienz. They tried to filter back through middle. It's only Arves who's made it a little bit... Oh, no, sorry, it was Woot, excuse me, but it was Arves to get down Woot in the end. Comeback finally gets a look into the round. After being forced off what felt like endless utility, he gets to have a say in the matter. Operator gonna land in a 2v2. Arves
Boo's
with
on
ult.
cheeky deep angle here. Arves spotted him!
Beacon here.
He's got to back away a bit here. Can't give the fight over. Come back again. Getting held in position while they go for that plant.
30
Taking a
seconds
lot
left.
for it, though. But Boo's quick.
Boo's wrapped main.
I like that. Boo's been pretty good at this. We
No
saw it
way they
towards
read
B.
this, yeah. Do they try and trade the op?
I don't really know.
Enemy remaining.
We drift through. We drift through. We forget the comeback could be here. Oh, he's been finally allowed some freedom. Let off the leash. Able to have a couple of shots without a whole barrage of util in his face. He has a great time with it. But man, I felt they looked uncomfortable in that post plant then.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a great freeze from KC. Leave Levin kind of inserted then, almost kind of hint at a bit of a fake elsewhere, as Levin's obviously then cast the timing here on Benji and Riens. But after that, then it's maybe a little bit of split focus. But before this, what comebacks on 2 kills, but rightfully so. And you see some of the rounds where they have an op and Zeish maybe reflecting some of those very sentiments.
And I think that is a godsend for comeback as well. For confidence alone, finally. And I'm so glad we saw how oppressive it was at the start. For him, he feels nothing at the start of this one, just that smoke in play. But a 3-play push out, or at least a look on the B side, but it's fast through middle, or at least it was an attempt to be fast through middle.
See if Doshi is planning on TPing through here. They actually try and trade out, and it's Heretics to come out on top.
It feels like it's the first time though that Heretics have kind of held that with some security.
Clear behind this, Sugetsu. Beautiful catch on the jump peak.
I'm just not thinking they could be there that fast after the ult, but caught asleep almost there, hoping for the best, but it is just Woot on this side. The rest aren't nearby yet. Comeback still far off. Benji.
Oh.
Man. Some of these boys can hit shots fast. What can Benji and Comeback do now? Ah, the divide's gone up as well. This is really, really tricky. You feel the comeback, the way this divide is going to make it so hard the second you show. So Benji's got to try and draw the attention, which he does. Can't quite find it. KC, bring it back, all even, 6 apiece again. Mike, we've been here before. Apparently these two want to be playing as late as possible today. And I don't know who's got the upper hand, do you?
No, I don't think so, but we'll be right back with the second half after this break.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Abyss feels like a lifetime ago. Haven feels like a totally different set of teams. And now we come into Corrode at 6 apiece. I don't know where these two settle down to, because I don't think they've settled into comfort at all.
No, I don't think so either. Obviously, the issue being now onto the half where comeback. Well, I mean, he did really get himself online in the second half of Haven. Was certainly a deciding factor for them. See a bigger opportunity in terms of this second half now on the attack, on the Jet.
So I don't really think we saw Levin fully getting away with as much freedom as maybe we expected, not seeing an Astra on the other side. If, in my mind at least, it was a very different game. But I guess we see how it looks flipped around for comeback. But as it stands, it was a very good pistol round from Heretics. Clearly feeling like they've done some work on that. They've come up with a couple of ideas. So I wonder if that translates here to this start on the attacking side. And absolutely no one fancies holding A today.
No. Okay, so you're going to give up all this space, rely on maybe catching somebody in transition or just fully stacking into the retake. Heretics looking to regroup here. Crucial information potentially revealed. The fact that it's comeback spotted there. Maybe just a little miscomm of who was to shoot that.
Oh, Rien's. Sweet summer
What
child,
an isolation,
Rien's.
by the way.
That was targeted.
That was personal.
They came out swinging. That's 5 players for just Rien's. Madness. I guess you'll exchange Rien's for a site?
I mean, it's a son of Utah. Now they're basically playing off trades. But a man to the good, so...
Yeah. Kind of hard to call which way you put this one down, but let's find out. So you get to taking the long road now. How aware
look
is
at
Wu?
Wu's. Yeah, look at Wu's spot.
No, we look at comeback because there's 4 on the other side of the smoke. If he walks it, he's, I'd imagine, dead. Yeah, KC, bring down the hammer and just flood the site. Wu, the position would have been great for the checkmate, but it doesn't matter. Sugetsu was there. And KC prepared this time.
Also, if you missed it just for a second, Sugetsu posted up. Wu even looks back behind him to transition to sight. And Sugetsu still threads the needle in terms of the timing.
Oh, there it is.
Is that a massive
personal attack?
Yeah, again, a huge investment, but again, it puts KC in a position where they can just stack up like this on the retake and rely on the numbers. And it suits them perfectly. So KC will post the first in the second half. Just a reminder, winner of this game does move on to play Na'Vi.
Stay safe.
I don't know who makes it through this, if I'm honest. I really don't.
I've stopped making predictions in this region.
Probably the fairest thing we've said all day is to get...
Huh?
Nah, man, that's... why are they winning? Why are they winning? Why are they winning with pistols? Michael, I don't understand
planted.
anymore. Okay. Well, retake time, I guess. Cancel time, maybe save the weapons time. I don't know. What
maybe.
do you do? It's
Maybe.
weird. It's weird. It
Because
should
now they
be a
have a
problem.
judge posted up on the choke point.
Brilliant.
It's going to be a really awkward trade to find.
We've got a haunt, a paranoia, and a couple of smokes.
I mean, the paranoia does nothing to Wu here. He's still going to sit on this.
He's still a problem. Yeah, he's still a problem. Still got one. Still going to drop bodies. And Heretics given just a new lease of life here. I don't know how they've managed to pull this one off. But Shados going down swinging, but I think he knows he's going down nevertheless.
Thrifty.
As Boo sends him to his grave. And a thrifty conversion against all odds.
I mean, show me that pistol kill again. So it looked like he wasn't even fully in the smoke. No, he was. No, yeah, he was, yeah. It looked like the shot comes through, like when he's still on the outside of the smoke. I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous.
One enemy.
Foul
Last player
business.
standing. Thrifty.
Well,
How we lost this eco again.
yeah, left asking the same question.
Right there with you. Oh, where are we now? Okay, Sheriff with Shados. That's a sentence I don't want to say again.
Enemy kill.
Oh, there he is! A little bit more of that. Again, he's so good at this, like any scoped weapon. He's so good with it. And if he gets that confidence beside him, it's a treat to watch. Now, obviously, this is classics and a Sheriff, but do remember the last round. So, this one probably not going to end the same
I was
way.
going to say,
I'm in at the start.
You're not
you know what I mean?
stacking
I'm in at the
here,
start.
right?
I'm in at the start.
Spike planted.
Still want to give credit to comeback.
Rian's the one to go forward and hunt here, just 2 points away from his ult. Again, a kill and falling here, we'll give it to him. Unless he finds both, but Sugetsu and Shados not necessarily traveling into his path. Even so here, I mean, it's so weird when round 2 gets flipped like that as well.
Yep.
In terms of the money. Shados on the
remaining.
deeper angle. Sugetsu shut down now.
It's farming
That's
time.
it, yeah.
Yep.
Woot to find a couple of extra points here. In zone flawless for Heretics to find 8.
Stay down. Where are
There's my eco farmer.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, okay, it was real. It looked like it was like the worst ever jump.
Nice eco, thanks,
I
man.
was like, no, he was just
It's
moving
fine,
back
man.
on
If you don't
site.
get, you could.
We won't get ecoed. Clip it.
Why have we said that?
Clip it.
I'm writing that down. We won't get ecoed. Cool.
Locating target.
Yes. Here we go, straight through middle. They've got weapons this time. Come back. What are we up to? Am I missing something there? He just looked like he wanted to die. Okay. This feels bizarre, but the Nightfall finds nothing. Shados then manages to catch one. The push up finds another.
Spike down,
They have some
B.
sight, so he's a bit cautious, trying to spin on the dime, but it is a 3v2.
Taking that
Benji and Woot have sight, but they don't have spike, and they don't have it planted. They also don't know how close some of these players still are.
Trying to find something here in terms of KC making their way back towards site, but again, Woot and Benji left scratching their heads. And nobody from KC, I mean, rightfully so. Dosia's holding the retreat as well. They can set up a pinch here. Ton of time has passed now, but still plenty left to play with on the clock.
Poison's off.
Benji, a quick check onto the flank.
It's not a
30
bad
seconds
And a
left.
big question mark created now by the smoke on top. Maybe anticipate the flood back from heaven.
Maybe try and ply it as well, as you can see where they're walking through, but you can see why Benji's looking this way as well. Just not finding bodies yet. Trying to post up towards connector, leaving Woot very alone. Trying to catch a pixel on the cross out, maybe. Ah, he did see one. Nice shot towards Levin, but gonna need more than that. Gonna at least know where Dozier is. And then the last, maybe they can figure it out. But Dozier on the hunt for this, trying to
One
corner
enemy
them
remaining.
around. Sugetsu's found one, leaving just Woot alive. 2 kills already, got to get the job done. That's how you do it. Sugetsu takes that step and takes the kill. KC tying up the scoreline again.
Great freeze once more from KC, showing composure in some of these high pressure situations. Able to win out initially on the push into sight. I thought that came from Link actually. I thought it was somebody
Same
following up, yeah.
on the left actually, but
Shados looking lethal here in this round for a 3K.
The gods are coming. Brandon, positive. Come on, eh?
There's nothing to smile about in my life.
same. But that's a
Took the
mad
words
goal.
right out of my mouth. That is a man so far gone.
Welcome back to UK esports. Weber has been the talisman of that for most of his career, and that I think is his perfect phrase. Love it. Now, onto the game we go. 8 apiece, tied up. It is elimination. I can't stress it enough. I know this game has been a bit weird and wonderful.
Find you. Still wait.
He's going to be handled, but Levin now has to peel away. Lucky to not
did he
get punished.
There's no ping there, but I don't know if he actually spotted anything on the retreat.
It felt like he should have. Sure. It looked like it to us, but easier to say when we have X-ray.
Heretics, no harm, no foul initially.
Poison's off.
But now stacked up outside 8. No pressure towards mid just yet. And with the pings, I think Woot maybe going to invest his ult towards Link here. Maybe on the confirmation, but Evan's got his hands full. Dig up 2!
Come on, that
Spike down
second.
A.
Outrageous to get that. Does Dozier get cleared with diligence here, or does he get to
Well,
hold this?
Mr. 2K with the judge in hand.
And their attention is being split to another side. If they don't clear this correctly, Dozier is on for this, but Boo seems
30
aware there
seconds
could be someone rather nearby. So he wants to set up the boys for the site. Smoke's going in, ult on top. He's got to be careful now. There's 2 on this corner. Oh, you couldn't get away with it. How is he getting 2 there? It's just a mad game, apparently. Shados and Sugetsu once again in a scenario like this. Now Sugetsu, it won't be the first time we've seen him in this sort of position either. So let's see if that awareness is in effect. First challenger unawares, Boo punished. Now it's Benji on the case. Alone though, going to be spotted and actually behind the curve on this engagement. And the side gets taken. That's going to be Shados taking the space. Has a go for it, drops Benji. And now Woot needs this. Heretics needs this. He's got a little bit of stall here. Sugetsu's got to get a move on. He knows it as well. That's lovely from Woot. Cool and calm and collected.
Give it up, yeah.
That should be all she wrote on this one. Heretics maybe giving a little bit of hope for Weber.
What is that double from Levin? And then what is the double from Boo?
You tell me. You tell me.
That was ridiculous. But this is disgusting to catch a second kill here. But Boo lining this up. I mean, that's one of those where you just like, you look at the kill feed, you're like, huh?
There was 2?
Huh?
There was 2? I mean, also, how many just key kills came in there? Like, Shados even finding that one was massive. Frustration mounting on the other side.
You're amazing, guys. Good job.
Aww.
Aww. Wholesome moment.
You said that about me. Time out for KC, and it's a stressful one. Because by hook or by crook, I mean, look, Heretics, it doesn't feel good to be watching that going, yeah, they'll be good next round. It is fine margins. It's weird picking up 2 kills here and there. It's not comfy. It's not confident yet. It's not settled down, but they're in a far better position now. Financially, they're sitting better. Ults, they're starting to sit better. On the other side, looking a bit rough with the finances. Not quite got so many ults to bank on here. So we're going to have to see them try and figure this out on the fly. And
it kind of comes at a crucial time as well for KC because Heretics about to be on a fairly stacked ult cycle. See Woot being the only outlier to that. Who else is invested? It's just going to be a couple of pistols around Sugetsu's rifle, but Arvez will throw a Guardian in the mix. Again, on the brink of some ultimates, but not quite there.
Would have been nice to have in hand for this round,
yeah,
maybe.
and the problem being it might not even come. I mean, Shados, the one outside of that, the buy round to follow this. We'll have to wait and see. On the other side, Blade Storm, Mortal Strike, and re-ends with the Nightfall. There's plenty of tools for Heretics to capitalize on this advantage. And anticipating some aggression here.
Cover going out.
Again, Levin explores down mid, does have his ultimate as well, so he can actually get behind this B site execute from this position.
Happy to let this simmer for a second too, right? They're happy to let this sweat a little bit, but...
I think that's definitely the plan here. Contact comes on the outside of B, and they're set up to capitalize.
Silence starting to break a little here. That Prowler, the first bit of contact, 40 seconds now. What is the goer? Okay, clear towards connector. Now they dismantle the little stack on towards site. Sugetsu copping a boatload of damage. Unconfirmed, but now he's kind of tucked in the corner, and it's incredibly hard to even just stand, but Comeback's dead. But it's fine, apparently, because they've got the site, as Levin, Shados, and Dosia are pretty far off the mark here. Back in, though, maybe a chance to get a couple of bodies dropped, not to be. Shados! It's a headshot, but that's not enough. Dosia in a 1v3. Benji, lower HP, but it's going to be Rien's watching. Maybe watching this fall apart. Let's see what you got, Dosia. Can they find any more? Tucked below. Oh, it was a nice try. Yeah, you saw there being a little window of chance there, but for Heretics, it took quite a bit, but I guess they're happy with that.
Yeah, really solid setup. Like I said, I think the fact that Heretics are allowed to get so close to the choke point, again, they don't necessarily want to gamble Levin's ultimate, but the investment here, it makes it so difficult for them to try and act upon that. Again, it's unfortunate that the hinder doesn't really...
Thank God for that. Damn.
Not going to get E-code. Not going to get E-code. Roll it back. All good.
I mean, if that's the confidence coming from your coaches,
are going through it, both sides. No one's happy yet.
Rien's on the stage, desperately saying, guys, you're so good. Let's go. Let's get 10.
Okay, here we go. Buyback in place.
There.
Give us something to have some faith in. Either side, I don't care who. Levin and Boo divided. near enough by. And I'm actually seeing a bit of a creep down middle from Arvez. So, yeah, going to shift in towards connector side.
I think now anticipating they probably figured out that KC have had some freedom towards mid. Is there anything beyond consideration here?
Don't miss me too nice. Slow down.
This could be really awkward for Levin.
How is he still staying alive? He does get found in the end. Heretics do manage to pry these players out of position, but it's the double from Benji that catches me off guard, maybe assuming it was all through middle. There was more bodies behind it. No, there was still that split towards A. To now Shados and Dozier once again behind the curve, having to put this puzzle together.
30 seconds left.
Being kept basically standing and breathing by a smoke. As Benji waits. No one walking that right now, but they've already repositioned.
Toxins going.
Get themselves prepared. There's still an element of danger to this, Mike. That paranoia is not bad. It has divided them, but now they can rest for a second. 13 seconds. There ain't much time to rest. But Benji to get him across the line that round. The 2 kills were key then.
Slowly creeping closer and closer towards a 12th, and this one feels teed up. Like I said, the ult's going to come in the more awkward of the purchase. Benji.
Brilliant.
Super clean there, but
One enemy
Ken Levin may be leaning a little too heavily into this freedom that he's had in mid. He didn't even catch the ability situation there, whether or not he could have just completely got out. And as soon as you see him pop the recall, then it's like, whoa.
Where to, boss?
Get out of my way.
Okay, Bye still not pretty. KC trying to put it together. I think they know they're on the ropes here. Trying to do what they can. Bulldogs are plenty. Bucky's out to play. Sheriff. This time a little bit more attention early on towards this A side. Heretics got bodies behind this. 5 on the side of the map. You're looking for Sugetsu. The Shados. Maybe a little help coming in from Levin. But I think Shados has noted this, but they are close. They are very close here. I think they're deeper than expected. Sugetsu might be in for a horrible surprise here. And Comeback does land the knives. And now we go, but what a swing from Levin to try and keep this in touching distance. But a 3v2, Dozier. He's not as much this time.
Got away with that TP, nobody even challenging it, but...
Caught by the Prowler, so good work from Rienz there to make sure. And catching both. Should know both players' positions now. Dozier trying to get a little fast and loose with this one, but has to hold back.
Right apart for the time being.
Slows it down. That's a Bulldog, and that looked on the money. That looked very close. Dozier, 6 bullets to play with, and a fair fight on the first. Can't quite get the second. And he's all alone here. No help coming in yet. He needs some assistance. Arvez trying to gap close here as they're on the hunt.
They're not going to have any clue about Arvez's reposition.
No. They can maybe make a guess. Oh, but it cost them their life. Now just Woot in the 1v2. Dozier's down low, though. Creeps up close. What a shot. Massive impact from him. Being really hard to pin down.
Wow.
That is huge work.
Gets away with it. Well, a different TP, but able to get the hell out of dodge.
He's an impressive player, is Dozier. Starting to see that really individually shine. That's the impressive factor.
Well, the sort of thing I was saying, like a player that can stand on his own 2 feet, right? Certain situations here just running rings around Heretics. A beautiful disengage here.
So well done.
Shados looking very happy with that one.
Not out of danger yet if you're Heretics as well.
Well, the defuse actually gave Arvez his ultimate as well here, so KC back in a decent position in terms of the ults. On the other side, Woot and Benji both have theirs.
This could be nice, or it could
on contact.
Now, yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh, wait, it's Sugetsu getting the 3, okay, but Benji gets 3 back! The site's now his! How have they come out of the coin flip on top?
That was a beautiful crunch by KC, but how did Benji get 3 there?
I couldn't tell you. I don't even know.
Did he hide behind the box or something?
Maybe? I'd love to see that back, but now it's 2 fights on 2 fronts, and Heretics are not sitting healthy.
Yeah, Boo's 38 HP.
Boo's got to win this fight, but it's Dozier on the other side. Does he even think about it? He does! Dozier is so good! And now Benji needs an ace here. Nothing short will do. He's trying to be smart about it, gonna go for the pit.
no.
He's trying, man. He's trying everything he can, every tool in the kit. That's a great idea, but it's not good enough. Dozier outdoes them again. A brilliant plan at the start. I can't believe Benji almost saved them.
Oh my God. Show me Benji POV. What a beautiful setup as well. And this
You
time,
saw it. You saw it.
a much quicker commitment. We were talking about Levin's ultimate previously in mid. This saw the crunch. I mean, Sugetsu goes forward and just absolutely farms.
He's just not effective.
Yeah, he's just not effective further back.
But he just plays in, and credit to Benji, man, to just go into that, right? You talk about confidence and being involved in this. God damn, he tried.
Just an insane round.
Oh, you can feel it. You can feel the tension. Starting to feel a bit real here, and Casey pulling out all the stops. This has been a masterclass, though, in the last couple of rounds from Dozier. His clutching capability, his ability to stand on his own 2 feet again.
Not even to say as well, I think he was sat on like 5 kills, maybe 3 rounds ago. I can't even remember, but certainly coming alive now when KC need him most. A few explosive rounds, maybe something to spur the entirety of KC on, because I don't want to say they're in control now, but certainly reduce the advantage that Heretics had established. Couple of key ultimates invested now, do still have Woots, but missing potentially Riens and Booze to feel a little more comfortable about this ult cycle.
Yeah, it's just scary when you know that 11's likely, right? Just knowing the buy that's coming in, 11 feels likely for KC. Momentum is shifting. They're not out of the woods either. No one is. They are depending on some mad outplays from Sugetsu and then Dozier to clutch up and then, you know, this and that to line up for them. But it's happening.
Yeah, they're going to hit the site again. Now Sugetsu going to have his hands full in a solo endeavor. Prowler sent in. Sugetsu tries to stall a little bit. Stun actually catches here.
Okay, Boo one step closer to ult. Be ready to go through the motions. Got to be perfect on this. Let's see what the site execution looks like. What is there left to play with here? Sugetsu trying to stand his ground. Is Arvez to bail him out here, taking down comeback. Now the layering and the spacing not good enough to not get punished by Arvez, holding the line. KC with a critical upswing, bringing it back to 11 apiece.
Now, crucial thing being, Boo obviously gets his ultimate out of that. So now 2 massive tools to clear space, or potentially even isolate a kill here. Fortunately, Sugetsu just falls to the util on the way in, but Arvez
Let's go!
happy to pick up the slack there.
But this has got to be what the timeout was for from Heretics,
Well,
right?
all I'm saying is look at the buy behind this if Heretics lose.
Be right back.
11 on off now, another curveball.
Yeah, new look on that. And he wants to stick around. He's holding that line. There was a bit of util thrown his way, but he's not rescinded back. He's still trying to check behind that smoke.
Maybe a second chance here. Casey will leave him posted for the time being. Heretics creeping back onto the angle. Prowler going to reveal this and reveal that it's an off on the other side. It's a big info for Heretics to act upon here.
And you can't really cheat a player over. You can't bring players over yet because you just got contact on A as well. So you're trying to put together that puzzle.
Yeah, but the issue being Comeback and Benji don't actually take this space away, so they basically revert back to a blank slate here. Again,
Look at this deep angle.
Yeah, not necessarily a clear decision to make, but KC actually now winning out in terms of the information game.
I love that Levin checked behind that. It's a really risky play, but the fact it worked out, marvelous. But credit where it's due. Heretics have been good at this initial scale-up point, and this is where it gets difficult. Where do you stand? You can't. Arvez goes down. Dozier goes down. Come back. We don't need to die to that. But it's Shados in between. Maybe he can hold on to something here. He can't. Dealt with by Benji again, putting up big numbers when it matters, leaving Levin and Sugetsu in a big disadvantage.
Sugetsu has to go nuclear here if he tries to make a play.
Plants in.
Spike planted.
Don't see a world where this happens when you look at Rien's position with comeback, let alone that. Crossfire shouldn't be able to be dismantled. I don't think they have what it takes here.
Taking that back.
Sugetsu going to try.
This Crossfire should be good, man. It's getting a bit messy, but still Riens can tuck in, leave that space for comeback just in case they commit on the corner. The layers should be here. The time is starting to go. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Comeback. Gonna add the full stop to the sentence for Heretics to 12. But that was risky. Casey had the read.
Yeah, you can see the issue created by Boo's ultimate here. Even with just utility to complement that, Arvis has nowhere to go. Of course, Dosia just trying to get into the thick of it to try and find something. Very, very close affair here on the decider.
Yeah. And I must point out, Benji is having a real resurgence of form. In these last couple of rounds, especially in my mind, he's in towards the top of the board, but right now, at 12-11, tournament life online. Heretics can close now or it goes OT.
11. Oh my god. Just a pixel either side. But again, big info for Heretics. Identify the operator very early on, and they're well equipped now to make a decision on the other side of the map.
And again, it's space to be taken. They need to try and find a way out of this. Sugetsu trying to stay alive. He's being smothered. He still comes out winning. Takes away the first, but falls to the second. Arthur's going to answer back on Boo because the damage was done. A 4v3, and it's not safe yet. They want to get that spike ferried over. Wu has to at least get back sight.
Spike
Chance
planted.
not invested just yet. No paranoia, but Shados has a little util left as well.
God, they need him alive, but they're taking their time through CT. This gets sketchy.
Well, they're trying to get in a position to capitalize, potentially.
He's got to go now. He has to invest now. The chance of getting another opportunity might dwindle.
Nobody
but
can get on the angle quick enough.
They can't get there quick enough. He was maybe worried they're going to just fall towards it, but now Heretics playing the game right back to him. Levin and Shados just make it. Levin, last man alive. The panic earlier, the investment of the old feeling. He had no other option. May have just taken away theirs as Heretics standing on the verge of making it out of this absolute death run. 11 trying, but the time is going, Mike. This one might be all over. It absolutely is. 13-11. It went as far as this could have gone.